lifestyle won't stop hustling.
Granders, granddad's, what's happening? She got a black abstract. Once again, I appreciate you for it. Do me a favor, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff. We got a good show for you today. Yeah, I said like I'm a TV show or something. Listen, before we get started, I want to give a shout out to my sponsors of this video. Versus, no, Versus is not the sponsor, but rather, PrayForBuffalo.com. That's the new movement we're going with. Go there, support the movement. They are donating proceeds to the family of the victims that happened on May 14th, 2022 at the Tops Massacre in Buffalo, New York, which is my hometown, which is where I'm from, which I got a video on that I did. I was down at Ground Zero the day it happened. I've been going out there each and every day, helping, giving shirts out, doing what I can to try to help the community. But if you want a shirt, go over there, PrayForBuffalo.com, and you can get your shirt and that support one of the families of the Buffalo Massacre. Now let's get into this video. Versus the battle between UGK and 8-Ball MJG. I feel like this was bound to happen. I feel like this is one of the ones early on that a lot of people championed for. We just didn't get it for whatever reason. But now we got it. And I hope this don't end up like that last versus that happened. If you notice, I didn't even do a recap on that because I didn't watch it. I'm not paying for no verses. It's not happening. Somebody better give me their password or something. I ain't got it. I'm just being honest. You know what I mean? But Memorial Day weekend 2022, UGK versus 8-Ball and MJG, live from Atlanta, which is this Thursday, May 26th, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Versus TV socials. Takes Versus, blah, blah, blah. Listen, I'm not getting paid for them, so I'm not about to do all that. But this is a nice Memorial Day weekend down south. Listen, all the old players, all the old trap niggas gonna be tuned into this, dude. These is two groups who they say inspire trap music. You know, they say, they even pinpoint the term trap back to UGK. They say they might have been the first rappers that used the word trap. So in some ways, they kind of invented trap music. Sorry, T.I. You got to give it to these two. Let me tell you how I came about listening to both groups. 8-Ball and MJG I was listening to them first. I came to listen to them back in the early Rap City days. I used to always see their videos being played. And then they were on one of my favorite albums of all times, which is Mace Harlem World. And I said, all right, well, if Diddy and them working with them, they got to be fired. So it made me go back and check their stuff out. And I remember they was going through a time where they was both pulling out solo records. And 8-Ball put out this fire song. It was called My Homeboy's Girlfriend or something like that. I'm like, yo, this shit is tough. And I always looked at and respected them as lyricists, man. They always showed improve, even up to 3 6 Mafia, Stay Fly, you know. As we saw, they came out with the 3 6 and Bone Thugs verses. They came out and did a song with them. So I'm like, I always thought they was raw as hell. UGK, on the other hand, I never heard of them until I heard Big Pimpin'. That was the first time I heard of UGK. And I think that's why Jay-Z did that. He brought them up north into our world because they was already popping down south. I had never heard of UGK at all a day in my life. Even when he first got them on there, I was like, who the hell is these country ass dudes on this song? But I couldn't deny they was spitting. They was killing it. As much as I love Pimp C, and I think he was my favorite out of the two. Once I went back and did my Googles, Bun B definitely had the hottest verse on that song. It's the rep get can to P. The Danity. Ooh, yo, bitch, don't be mad at me. Then nigga, and this Bun B rap, he don't really use his mind. Me. But all in all, yeah. So that made me go back and do my Googles. And then it's a YouTuber named B High who's been interviewing 8-Ball MGG. He kept championing this Ryan Dirty album like this was a Bible testament, and this was like last year. So I was like, yo, you know what? I don't think I ever heard Ryan Dirty's in this entirety. Let me go and check this album out. I was like, yo, this shit is fire. You ever like discover some shit that been out and you like, oh shit, you feel like you don't even want to tell nobody because you feel like They gonna be judging you and shit. Yes, I listened to Riding Dirty for the first time in 2021, and that shit is a classic, and it was fire. And Chad Pimp C Butler is genius, man. He definitely anchored that album. And now I can see what everybody else saw in that man. That man was ahead of his time. I did listen to their newer stuff that they put out after Riding Dirty. You know, I got Bobby done and that was in part to Bun B being on every damn song. When Pimp C got locked up, Bun B hopped on everybody's song and kept the UGK name alive. So you had no choice but to take notice. And then when Pimp C got released, of course, you know, they got International Players Anthem, which is probably one of my, I got to be in your top 10 songs of all time. That shit is fire. And then to me, Pimp C got the hottest verse on that song. My bitch a choose a lover, never fuck without a rubber, never under cheeks like it on top of the cover. Come on, man. With all that being said, it's me saying that I got both. I got respects for both groups. Me from being from Buffalo, New York, up north. A lot of people think we not hip to what's going on, and a lot of times we don't be, or it takes us a while to come around to certain artists. But it's certain groups that always been. Outkast always been in that conversation growing up. You know, they were from the South, but they were like hip hop. They were like New York acts at the same time, just with a different flair. Same thing with 8-Ball MJGs. They always had a level of respect up here. And if you was a real hip hop nigga, real rap nigga, you knew who these groups were, and you took heed to it, and you recognized the genius. Even though it didn't sound like what we were traditionally accustomed to, you respected it for it being the same. It was just their way of saying stuff. So with that being said, you got to pick a winner. You got to pick one, and you got to put a dog in the fight. You don't have to, because you can enjoy both groups just as equally and not choose one. But if I got to choose somebody, I'm going with UGK. I mean, I think that's a no-brainer. I think they just got more well-rounded songs. They got more variety and versatile songs. But then again, we've seen things go the other way. So we'll see how this works. I wish Pimp C was still alive to enjoy this. So I don't know how that energy is going to be the same without him being gone, because Pimp C verse on some of them songs made them. But we'll see how it goes. Post your comments below. I want to know what you guys think. Do you think that this will be an even matchup? And who are you picking as the winner? I know it's not a competition. I don't want to hear that shit. Pick one. Till next time. Peace.